Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. You might recognize the backdrop here. It is all real. Today's video is absolutely epic. I cannot believe it's actually happening. What I have got installed today on the agenda is dreamland stuff. Anyway guys, we are at Fiorano, Ferrari, Italy, Maranello, the birthplace of the brand. This is it. Check this out. Just giving this guy some driving lessons. I'd been invited to Ferrari, Maranello, Italy by Puma Motorsport to celebrate the launch of their new ION speed trainers along with their long-term partnership with Ferrari. Naturally, I didn't hesitate to accept the kind offer as visiting Maranello was right up there on my bucket list. The only issue was it was all very last minute and I had no idea of the agenda. However, when I eventually landed and saw the itinerary, I was absolutely blown away. And to pinch myself, the excitement was surreal, what they had planned for us.
I always wanna feel like this.
First up was a visit to Fiorano, the home of Ferrari and their world famous test track. Let me show you around some areas that you don't normally get to see, and then we're gonna actually hit the track in a Ferrari. Look at this guys, look where I am walking. Follow me, let's have a little looky and see what's up here. Shall we see if anyone's home? Look at this. Enzo Ferrari would have touched that. I don't think he had a doorbell at the time. But look. That. Oh look, I didn't see this. Check this out, look at this. Look at that. Just having a little walk around. Check this out. The Lockheed 104 Starfighter. Offered to Ferrari by the Minister of Defence. Look at that. Just sat here, tucked away. Definitely my happy face today. Amazing, amazing. Having a coffee here as well, look at this. And the F8 Tributo is just about to pull back in after some hot laps. Look where I am guys, look at this. Check this out. Fiorano racetrack. I am on the ground here on track. We're about to go out in an F8 Tributo. Let's do this.
The car we're gonna use is the F8 Tributo. It's the latest mid-engine V8 product from Ferrari. It has 720 horsepower. 0 to 100 is less than 3 seconds. Top speed is 340 km/h. We're not gonna reach it today. We don't have such a long straight on our track. You're gonna see that we're gonna reach around 220, 230 km/h.
Okay guys, we are ready. We're going out in the F8 Tributo. See if we can get some footage for you around Fiorano. Okay, we're getting in number 7. Lucky 7, that's my lucky number. Hello?
Hello.
I need to give you one of those?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea.
And you?
I am Scott.
Ciao,
Nice
Scott.
to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
He's going to take me around Fiorano in the F8 Tributo, and I'm a little bit excited. Fingers crossed. He's going to get me around in one piece. Go, go, go. Now what you really don't get to see on camera here is the feeling. This Ferrari was being driven on the limit. Just look at the speeds it gets to and the G's it pulls around those corners. The F8 was doing an almost impossible but magical job of keeping traction around those tight corners. But the feel of the hot tyres literally melting and sliding under the immense speed was just incredible. Have you ever crashed? Guys, absolutely incredible. I am astonished at what this car is actually capable of going around corners at speeds I thought would be impossible. This is one incredible experience. We're going around Fiorano, we're on a cool down lap. And we did two fast laps, right? Is that
three.
Two fast laps of the circuit. We're on a cool down for the carbon ceramic brakes. But I have never experienced anything like that at that kind of speed. I thought I could drive, but this guy's pretty good indeed. Cheers, dude. Thanks a lot. You can see these carbon brakes have been used very well. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. New set of tyres here. This guy is so cool from Puma. I said his jacket looks so cool. He's taken it off and he's given it to me. How is that? Puma are the best. These guys are the best. What an amazing day. You guys had fun on track?
Yes.
An experience?
Amazing, yeah.
I was saying, I mean, unfortunately, I've got many of these cars, but doing that, I never knew it was even capable. Huh? Crazy. Thank you, Puma. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Now, the lovely people at Puma have kindly also given me a box full of goodies to give away to you guys. All you've got to do to be in a chance to win this is simply answer this one question. If you had a chance to drive around the Fiorano circuit, which car would you drive around there and who would be your passenger? In the box of goodies, we have things like Puma Ferrari t-shirts, jackets, joggers, and of course the new trainers. Anyway guys, get those comments below. Next up, it was time for a rather special new trainer launch from Puma with a talk from none other than Ferrari F1 superstar Carlos Sainz.
But before we dive into the product topic, I would like to start with a little background. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you the entire Puma history, but a relevant quote of our founder, Rudolf Dassler, whose vision was everyone who wants to play can play. That is related to the shoes. He was a traditional shoemaker and he wanted to create shoes for every single sport so that people could do their sport. His son happened to be a motorsport fan, and that's how Puma ended up entering the world of motorsports, producing shoes for racing. And that's why we're here today.
A big warm welcome to Scuderia Ferrari official drivers, Carlos Sainz.
Thank you. Well, first of all, good morning, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome.
I was curious what Carlos thought of my Ratarossa videos and Ferrari builds.
It's like they change your mood a bit, you know. They manage to alter a bit. If you're really hyped, then they hype you even more, and you go to, you're super extra motivated. If you are a bit down because you had a rough day, then they manage to bring you back to a good place, you know.
Alright, okay, that might not have actually been the real question. Next, we were outside for some nice pictures with Carlos and the F1 car. Just giving this guy some driving lessons. And there he goes. I should have asked. I would have driven it for them. It's not a problem.
Take a look inside the motorhome.
Sure. Oh, this is the motor. Wow.
This is the first time ever that they built it outside of a Grand Prix.
This is cool.
It smells good too.
It smells really good. So this is taken, all the race events, takes 3 days to construct. And this is what they build and chill out in. So this is the press area that Ferrari use on each of their race days. It takes 3 days to construct, but I've just had a look out the window and over the road, look at that. 355 Bellonetta. So we're on the top floor of the hospitality media and team truck here. It's quite incredible what these guys have built. So this goes around Europe. This is like the viewing floor, and then over here, just in case you need a bit of practice in between races. Pretty cool. Next stop is lunch and another iconic building. Cavallino Ristorante was established in 1950 by Enzo himself. Situated across the road right opposite the Ferrari factory gates, the restaurant has hosted an extraordinary range of memorable events, functions, and of course famous people, including all of the Ferrari F1 drivers. It was here that Bernie Ecclestone signed the foundations of the Formula One agreement back in 1981, before returning again in 1987 to discuss the new competition rules with Enzo Ferrari himself. At the end of that meeting, they famously told him, "Engineer, you write the rules." The food was incredible, and I could have stayed there all day chilling with a cup of coffee, drinking in the atmosphere, but there was more on our agenda. We need some cam belts, look at that. Wow. A trip and private tour of the Ferrari Museum was our final stop of the day, housing some of the rarest Ferraris in the world from both street and track. The museum tour was enhanced by our guide, who was extremely knowledgeable.
And then we have some of the models that Ferrari used to keep in his office. Allegedly, he always had a collection of models that actually won everything, another one of the ones that didn't really win that much. But it's interesting because nowadays, if we went back to it, we'll probably have to move a few of them, you know. With time, the results change. But one of them would actually be the 250 LM, most likely, which should have actually been called the 275 LM in terms of the unitary displacement. But this is the one car that Ferrari was trying to push as the offspring, as the successor of the 250 GT. It was supposed to substitute the 250 GTO within the category of the GTs. It wasn't allowed because it wasn't really a 250. It wasn't really. It had to be homologated. Ferrari didn't really want to, so that's why we named it 250. So because of this car not being able to race, the 250 GTO had to keep racing and basically won anything you can think of. Then it became the most expensive Ferrari car ever. We have it downstairs, so we'll see that too.
Look at this, guys. I like the yellow footlights.
It's Also thanks to the fact that it was developed almost entirely by the Formula One professionals. So between the wind tunnel, the sports management, and Schumacher directly, there's 2,000 hours of the Formula One team working on this car.
Now this is really cool. I didn't know this, but it has. So there's no windscreen here, but there's an air diffuser. The air comes in here and it pushes it up and stops everything going into the driver's face up until a certain point, and then beyond that really should be wearing a crash helmet in this. But what a great design, never knew anything about that. And I love the contrast here between the very kind of old school design but brought it back into the future, and then you've got a really cool looking old leather style seat but carbon fibre. Really, really cool. And I just asked the question, SP1, SP2. SP2 basically gives you the extra passenger seat. This is Ferrari's tailor-made program. And this is a pretty cool car. Guys, check this one out. I never knew this existed, but this is a F1 car that Ferrari made to give two passengers a ride around the track. Now, just been told that what they have to do with this is give the passengers like a cutout switch in their hand, because often what happens is when the customers are in the car going around the bends, pull in 3 or 4 Gs, they pass out. So the cutoff in their hand, as soon as they kind of release it, it tells the driver who's got a mic, you know, a little earpiece in, that gets a buzz in his ear to say one of your passengers has passed out. Incredible, look at that. I didn't know this one existed.
960 horsepower, 800 given by the Ferrari engines, 160 given by the high air system. So basically every time that comes from Formula One, but every time you brake.
I was fascinated by everything in there and learned many new interesting facts about Enzo, his history, and of course the many wonderful cars Ferrari have produced over the years. If you're ever in Maranello, the museum tour is a highly recommended must-see. Amazing. Incredible what they achieved from that. That is tiny in comparison to what I thought it was going to be. 2007, 2003, V10. Wow.
One of those cars, you see the little doors that I was talking about?
Yeah.
This is it, basically. Now this would open like this.
Yeah.
But the Monza would open like this, but the shape, the dimensions,
it's really cool.
It's basically just that.
It's very sweet. It's very nice, isn't it?
You're right.
It's very small.
Right, over $50 million 2018 in Monterey, in the States. There are only 36 of these in the world. This was owned by a Swedish driver whose name I can't remember right now. But this is exactly how he wanted it. So he used these Swedish colors.
Yeah, it looks really nice in these colors.
Yeah, also to us it's great because it's blue and yellow, which is Modena.
Yeah.
So it works with us.
Well guys, there you go. That was my incredible day here in Maranello at Ferrari with Puma Motorsport. I can't thank them enough for such an incredible experience. This is Ratarossa signing off from the Mecca of Ferrari, the home of the brand. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and don't forget you can check out what I get up to on random daily basis like this one over on my social feeds. Till the next one, guys, stay safe. Ciao from now. Still can't believe this is actually happening.